Hello, everybody. It's the film Optimist, I think. Talking about We're Back, a dinosaur story. A guy from the future feeds dinosaurs a cereal that makes the brain smarter, and now they can talk. It's pretty kick ass. I saw this movie when I was a kid and was pretty excited to jump back into the fray. As said before, cereal plus dinosaurs equals smart dinosaurs, and our main dino here is Rex, voiced by John Goodman. He and his dino friends are sent to the 90s to be friends with Louie because that's the best idea ever. How does this happen, you may ask? Captain New Eyes, the genius from the future, wants to give back to the people by granting wishes, and Louie wishes for a friend. Let me tell you about Louie real quick. He's a streetwise, runaway asshole. He'll grow up to be a cab driver or some shit. For example, the dinosaurs show up and he's surprised for like a second, and he's all, "Hey, I'm going to the circus, and let me tell you more about me because dinosaurs totally aren't really in front of me. Also, can you, also can you come with me to the circus? Then I could really get in good with the ringmaster. Capiche? What the fuck, kid? Sorry, he's a smug bastard, but I can't put him at fault. Cecilia Nuthatch, a well-behaved flirt, acts the same way towards these guys, shocked for a second, and then she gets selfish and starts talking about herself. If I saw a dinosaur, I'd flip my shit. Granted, many of the adults act this way later on, so there's that. Still, this is a solid film, and it's not at all a waste of time. Um, I mean, it's kind of a fucking waste of time. It's not as good as when I was a young boy. I think we talked about Dennis the Menace, right? And that fucking asshole says, remove the nostalgia goggles for a little bit. I'm like, how can you do that? You can watch a movie and realize it wasn't as good as the first time you saw it. Your young mind being in awe of what you're seeing on the screen, it grows, and then opinions change. This was not. I mean, Timmy to the rescue, Secret M2. I was like, this movie is a fucking dumpster fire. And then I rewatched it, just like, I'm so embarrassed to be showing my wife this, and then I'm like, that wasn't nearly as bad. Like when compared to like other movies. Like I would have, if I would have had YouTube back then, and would have like uploaded reviews congruently, typed them out, and then did this, what I'm doing right now, 10 years fucking later. 10 years before, rather. What I meant to say was, I'm doing them 10 years later now. Over 10 years later. But if I was doing them back then, I would be like, this movie's horrible, bag of dicks. And the videos would not be, I don't think, as rambly. So there's that. It was marketed as the more family-friendly equivalent of Spielberg's Jurassic Park, which was released the same year. In 1993. Holy shit, this movie is 30 years old almost. Come November 24th. The film became a box office bomb, grossing only $9.3 million worldwide and received mixed reviews from critics. Its animation, score, and voice performances were praised. Most criticisms targeted its story, pacing, and lack of character development. So Rex, he's playing golf. He explains to an eastern bluebird named Buster that he was once a ravaging dinosaur and proceeds to tell his personal story. Let's look at the cast real quick. I like doing that. Renee Levant as Woog, a gluttonous triceratops. I don't even know who Renee Levant is. I remember Woog. I thought he was pretty cool. Felicity Kendall as Elsa, an elegant pteranodon. Charles Fleischer as Dweeb, a half-witted Parasaurolophus. Parasaurolop. Okay. Walter Cronkite is Captain New Eyes. Wow. Jay Leno is Vorb, an alien that works for Captain New Eyes. I can't stand Jay Leno. I think the only role that I really like Jay Leno in is the Crimson Chin, because it makes fun of his chin. It's really it's pretty cool. Joey Shea voices Louie, a brave young boy from a lower class background who runs away to join his circus. A brave young, nice, this fucking asshole. Oh, it's based on a book of the same name. Wow. Julia Child is Dr. Juliet Bleeb. Um, Kenneth Mars. So Julia Child, the movie that Meryl Streep starred in. That's wild. Kenneth Mars is Professor Screw Eyes, Captain New Eye's evil twin brother who runs a circus. Yeardley Smith is Cecilia Nuthatch. I can't believe I didn't mention this in the in the review when I typed it out. But Cecilia Nuthatch, if you don't know who Yeardley Smith is, that's fucking Lisa Simpson. So when she speaks, it's this cute little girl with big old, I think, blue eyes or whatever the fuck. Let me look this up. Cecilia Nut, and she keeps flirting with fucking She keeps flirting with the kid. Like, she's really flirting with him big time. And I'm like, I guess kids do that shit sometimes. I remember being a kid, but like, I don't know. I'm like, what's going on here? She's a little redheaded girl. She got like green eyes. She wears earrings. Yeah, Yeardley Smith. Lisa Simpson. So when she talks, it's just Lisa Simpson. That's all I hear is Lisa Simpson, because that's her voice. That's Yeardley Smith. Is Lisa. And I remember being like, well, this was before The Simpsons, right? No, Simpsons debuted at the late 80s. Definitely before 93. So it's like, oh, people know this fucking voice. I didn't remember it at all. So when it hit me, it was like, ow. That's fucking Lisa Simpson. I can't see any other character here. Cecilia Nuthatch is not. It's just that fucking voice. Martin Short is Stubbs the Clown who used to work for Professor Screw Eyes. He's a fun guy. Blaze Birdall is Buster the Bird. Hey, yeah, falls from a tree. They're trying to teach the birds how to fly. He can't fly. They're making fun of him for not being able to fly. And Blaze gets picked up. He falls on a golf ball. Rex is about to hit it. Stops short and like, oh, hey there, little buddy. Or maybe I think does hit it and he goes fucking flying. And then he goes over and like, oh, sorry about that, and picks him. Hey, miss, are you a dinosaur? He's like, oh, it's adorable. Rhea Perlman is Buster's mother. I love Rhea Perlman. I love her so much. She is awesome. They separated in 2017. I didn't know that. So they're married still, but she has no intention of divorcing him. Wow, that's sweet. I love them. I love them with every fiber of my being. So that's We're Back, a Dinosaur Story, where I made a lot of mistakes. Um, Thinking of words. I've been having like crazy headaches. Bye. Have a good one.